How's it going, YouTube? This is your boy Elitism Headshot. I'm doing my first sound bite. Originally, I was gonna do videos, but I like sound bites better. I don't want you guys to see my pretty face, just a black screen. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get right to the point. I'm just gonna start talking, and you'll get the idea of what I do and what I'm about. So spiritual purism and spiritual elitism. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these terms. I kind of just came up with them in my mind. I'm sure someone has coined them before, but I'm going to ask you guys what do you think when you hear purism or elitism? In my opinion, now this is not doctrine of any Christian denomination. This is not something you'll necessarily hear in the scriptures, but in my opinion, elitism and purism, as I understand them and as I will soon explain them to you, are enemies of Jesus Christ. Um, I'm going to tell you straight, when I hear elitism, now I understand that there is, I guess, what you might call a spiritual hierarchy. There are people in the world that you would call, spiritual giants. Oh, that guy, he prays and he loves God and he's been, faithful to the Lord for years. That guy's a spiritual giant. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. There are some people on the other end of the spectrum who are maybe new to their faith and they love God just as much, but they're just kind of new to it all. I understand that. I'm not targeting that. What I'm talking about when I say elitism is people who go around who are not only acknowledged but who are praised for being holy and devout, who are praised for being prayer warriors when they're not. When you know they have this, they carry themselves with this arrogance of, this holier than thou, better than thou, greater than thou. That's the kind of thing that I hate to see. That's the kind of thing that drives me mad. That's the kind of thing that Jesus saw in the Pharisees. Now, the danger here, guys, is that you can see spiritual elitism exist in good people. It doesn't always just thrive in hypocrites. Yeah, there are people in the world who are just complete fakers. They don't give a darn about God, but I'm talking about people who actually love the Lord, people who actually give a shit, and they carry themselves like they're better than everybody else. Because they've been Christian longer, or hell, they just converted and suddenly they know everything. They can quote a million Bible verses and they're still a virgin. Whoop-de-doo. What are you doing to really change the world? What are you doing to really get down on your knees and love people? You know, this idea that you're somehow better than someone else, that you're almost inherently going to go to heaven just because you've blanketed yourself with this white robe of holiness. That's the kind of thing that makes me mad. And moving on to the second term, purism, guys, just this idea that, again, I want it to be established, I'm not targeting the concept of being pure, of being holy, of setting yourself aside for God. That's great, that's awesome, that's holy, that goes without saying. What I'm talking about, what I am trying to tell you guys, is people who think that they can't associate with anything that's not in the Bible. Or people who can't associate with anything that isn't official church doctrine in their denomination, or something that Jesus didn't say. It's like, God can live and exist in anything. God can speak to us. We can learn more lessons and grow as Christians from things in the world. God exists in the snot in my nose. He exists in McDonald's hamburgers and in this wallet. He exists in everything, you guys. He lives and breathes in all things, and we can grow closer to him in everything. We can get something out of everything. And what drives me mad is you see Christians walking around with this, oh, I'm too good for the rest of the world. This overly pure, overly pious, overly religious idea that, I can't be your friend, I can't hang out with you, I can't associate with you because in my messed up little mind, it's not God's will. God's will is, blah, blah, blah. God's will? Don't give me that God's will kind of thing. God's will. The greatest the greatest mission that our Lord would call you to do is to love people in the little ways, in the little things you do every day. That's it. There it is. Ta-da! The glorious, magnificent to-do we've been waiting to hear. There it is. Blow the trumpets. La-la! There it is. Loving people in little ways, in little things, the littlest of us. That's it. That's the grand, you know, End credits. Here you go, that we've been waiting to hear in the scriptures. It's little love, little acts of kindness, you know? And this idea that, that you can't associate with someone who's got a tattoo or a mohawk and got their ears pierced because they don't look pure and Christian and holy. You know? I just I just do not believe that God in heaven and God on earth with us thinks that way. I think that his love shatters this overly pious, almost snobby, overly religious idea that we can't love all people because God might not want us to. That's a bunch of bunk, you guys. You know? Anyway, y'all, I hope this has been of help. I hope you feel me. I got my message through. If I didn't, comment and I'll try to be more clear in my videos. This is just one of many of sound bites I'm going to do about all kinds of topics. Obviously elitism is something that I really would like to target as a Christian warrior because, well, that's my name. Elitism headshot. I'm taking it out in one blow. All right, y'all. Stay strong. Peace.